Good morning, everyone. My name is Hsiao-wei. I work at Ethereum Foundation since 2017, and our team is working on the consensus protocol development and research, mostly research. And we are a very dynamic team to help deliver the Ethereum core protocol. So this is the architecture after the merge happened. So you can see there are at least 3 components in the current architecture, and there are more other tech stack above it. And our team mainly working on the protocol layer instead of the client development. But our goal is the same, is to deliver the future Ethereum protocol upgrades. So the merge is done, the blob, the 444 is done, but there are still many upcoming features in our roadmap. Okay, so if we to think about who are the people building the Ethereum core protocol, this is the slide by Cheeky Gorilla, and so we divide it into 3 categories. So from the left-hand side is the research part, and then we turn the research part into the spec work, and the client are the developers implement the core nodes that people run the node in the P2P network to make Ethereum alive. Yeah, and also there are many infrastructures, testing and security work in here. So we now at least have 20 teams. In the previous architecture picture, there are the EL clients and the CL clients. There are the execution layer clients and consensus layer clients. So, and also the infrastructure team, testing team, DevOps team, they're helping to build Ethereum. So it's a very big spaceship that we are running together, collaborate together. And also, speaking of diversity, you can see how Ethereum tries its best to push the client diversity, because it is definitely more secure if we have more client options, and people can choose which client they can run. And this is the geographic distribution of the developers who helped to deliver the merge. So you can see I think it looks pretty distributed, and we have developers and researchers around the world. And so let's talk about what life work looks like as a core researcher or developers. I think so. For the client developers, they have more responsibilities to work on, because Ethereum protocol itself is Ethereum never stops. So it is a 24/7 software running, and anything happen on the mainnet will be will influence all the upper layer applications. So the client devs, they try very hard to maintain the peaceful environment of the P2P network. And sometimes there's a new roadmap happen, and we have to restart a new cycle, more research and development work, more maintenance, and not speaking we have the conference to attend. And the people usually ask why I can't have future A and future B get included in the next fork very soon. Well, why can they be included together? But there's when client teams have to push the efforts in maintenance, there must be some compromise.
Yeah.
And sleeping in because it's a 24/7 work. It's like it was a TSMC mean in Taiwan, so but I changed it into the Thai developers because but luckily we have as I said, we have the geographical distribution. So sometimes the issue happen in the US friendly time, then they can solve it. And sometimes if the issue happen in the Australia working time, then they can solve it. And think more about why you should be a core protocol developer or researcher. So I do the SWOT of it to think about what are strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. So think it's just my perspective, but maybe not everyone agree. But I think we should look at the bright side, like the opportunities and the strengths. And so speaking of the financial support, I want to introduce a group called the Protocol Guild. So Protocol Guild is a collection of the core researchers and developers who helping to deliver the protocol. So because mainly because Layer 1 protocol is kind of like a public good work, but without the funding support, we can't make it sustainable. So there's a guild organized here that we try. It is also a funding mechanism. Okay, so we have a collection of the core devs and their is address, and we have gotten donations from many famous projects and individuals, and it's still going on. And we hope to have more community and projects to joining and to help secure the Ethereum core protocol. Yeah, and if you want to know more about the Protocol Guild, check it out. And the last one, I want to introduce a woman in Ethereum Protocol organization. It's a very new start that we understand that there are many barriers when women wants to join Web3 and blockchain ecosystem. And after years of hoping and see the change needed to bring more women in, Ladonna Higgins and Pooja Ranjan and myself, we create a small group to help with the change. So our goal is to initiate, our initial focus is to create the pathway and the entry points for women developers to work on the Ethereum protocol. And we are also partnering with EPF, the Ethereum Protocol Fellowship. And it's a program that decides to onboard developers to process in which protocol development happen. So now we have EPF team, they have study groups. It's happening on Discord and YouTube and everywhere. So if you are interested, you can find it and joining the study group. Okay, and we also have kicked out the first in-person meetup at East Denver, and it was hosted by HCT, and also some online events has happened, and we plan to organize more events in the future to help with the women and their new journey into the Layer 1 protocol development.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also. Okay. So, WEI. Yes. So WIEP is looking for the game changers to help build a device protocol ecosystem. Yeah, you can use this link to find us on Twitter or the EPF program. Or email. I think if you're interested in reach out to the email address would be the quickest path. Yeah, and if you want to learn more about the Ethereum protocol and joining the development, and you can check out ETH Research and ETH Magician forums. There provides the latest research and EIP updates. And if you are a hacker, you can try to find the client development their GitHub repositories. And onboarding, as I say, there are many sources, and the gate is very open to everyone. Thank you, and hope this is my presentation.